Well, Congresswoman Maxine Waters tonight denies she said anything that equates to what she claims the president has said about stirring up violence against the opposition. Joining me now, Fox News contributor, former governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee. Sir, great to have you with us.
Well, thanks, Shannon. Great to be here. And for Maxine Waters to say that she didn't say what she's on camera saying maybe tells us everything we know about Maxine Waters right now.
You know, you wrote a very interesting piece, obviously defending your daughter and talking about what happened this weekend. But you did also say, hey, don't go online and vandalize their menu. Don't go and put up a bunch of false Yelp reviews. You say you shouldn't sink to the same level. Do you stand by that?
Absolutely. I mean, that doesn't gain anything. I think my daughter handled this very, not only skillfully, but I think respectfully. And she did it in a classy way. She didn't scream, she didn't yell, she didn't make a scene, she didn't demand to be fed. She politely got up and she left. But let's keep in mind why she was asked to leave. She wasn't loud, she wasn't belligerent, she didn't throw food on anyone, she wasn't drunk. She got thrown out because she works for the President of the United States, who was elected by the people of the United States. When you deny one person's liberty because you don't like what they say or what they do or what they think, then we all are losing our liberty over that, Shannon, and that's what ought to be of concern to people.
You had some interesting, or she had some interesting defenders. The Washington Post, an editorial said, you know, this isn't the right time or place to be going after people. They should be able to have dinner, talking about her and others that we've talked about on the show who have been confronted in public. David Axelrod, obviously, of the Obama administration, obviously, he came to her defense and he said that he thought that it was wrong the way that it was handled. But then today he followed up with this tweet saying, I have said it was wrong to eject press secretary from a Virginia restaurant, not good or even effective. But unless and until POTUS stops regularly insulting opponents and inciting his supporters, Sanders lacks standing when she lectures others about the need for civility, as she did today. Your response?
I like David Axelrod. He's a good guy. He and I have enjoyed a nice friendship. But I think he's wrong about this because you've got to remember what happened. This is a public business. It wasn't that Sarah was asking for something off the menu or something unique. She just wanted to have a quiet dinner with her family, and she was asked to leave. Frankly, if I were running a business, I'd want to have the money of the people I didn't like and agree with. Because you know what? I'd use that money for things they didn't like. For example, the businesses that I have, I want every liberal to spend as much money with me as they can. I'll give it to my church. I'll give it to pro-life candidates. I'm sure that'll drive them nuts, but I would never turn their business away just because they disagreed with me. I think we're getting dangerously close to this country when, in the name of open expression, we're trying to keep some people from even being able to have an expression. More importantly, just being able to go and have dinner, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah, it's tough to have a conversation in the midst of that. Now, something you did this weekend that provoked a lot of controversy as well. I want to put up this tweet with a picture that you had of folks who look like they are gang members. You said Nancy Pelosi introduces her campaign committee for Take Back of the House. A lot of folks said it was racist, it was insensitive, and that you're adding to this combustive conversation.
How ridiculous. First of all, it was satire. I tell people all the time, and I regularly post on my Twitter account, if you don't have a sense of humor, if you cannot handle satire, please don't follow me. But here was the point. A lot of people try to make this about race. What race was I talking about? I was talking about a criminal gang. A gang is not a race. People who murder, who rape, who mutilate little children, that's not a race of people. That is a gang of criminals. There's nothing to defend. I'm amazed that there were people out there defending MS-13 and somehow saying that we weren't nice enough to them. I don't want to be nice to MS-13. I want them to be out of business. I appreciate the president for wanting to treat them as they are, as criminals and people that are predators to little children and need to be taken off our streets.
Governor Huckabee, always great to see you, sir.
Thank you, Shannon.